New York. Let's work. Let's work. 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 Let's work. 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 Blue and orange. Say go New York. Go New York. Go. Go New York. Go New York. Say go New York. Go New York. Go.
How do you feel about the New York Knicks loss last night in a tough game against the Brooklyn Nets, 88-85?
I think that the Knicks overall struggling a little bit, 4-6 in their past 10 games. Letting the Nets and Pacers get right behind them right now, right behind them. Half a game, Nets behind them in the division, Indiana only half a game, but it's mainly because of injuries. Felton has been out, and that's hurt the Knicks. Because Felton, what he brings to the Knicks is not just his scoring, it's also his passing and the way he, opens the floor to the Knicks. He's able to alley-oop to Chandler, kick it out to Novak, give it off to Smith, or just giving it off to Melo, who's averaging almost 30 points. Give it off for the nice isolation. He was averaging over 6 assists and over 15 points. But still only getting half line Heat, so I think we're doing pretty well.
I mean, we're only halfway
And
through the season.
about the net game, sorry, Alex. About the net game, it was a game they pulled it out, but I think Knicks win it.
I mean, I always have confidence when I see at the half Coach Mike Woodson talking to those Knicks. They're really buying into his ideas with that team. Another question we're going to talk about today is, how do you feel about Jason Kidd and his role with the New York Knicks? Should he be on the bench? Should he be off the bench? Should he start? What's the deal with that?
I think that once the Knicks return to full strength, with Felton back and Cam be healthy, I think to start, not necessarily get more minutes, I think Kidd should start at the 2 and put Shumpert at the 3 and let Jared continue to come out of the bench at 6 man, bring Murray off the bench, and keep what you're doing with all the other minutes with Novak and all the others.
I mean, there's definitely not much to worry about. Sorry to cut you off there, Ellie. There's definitely not much to worry about with those Knicks. I feel confident that they're really buying into Mike Woodson's system. Under new head coach PJ Carlissimo, the Brooklyn Nets are at 2-2, and the New York Knicks are 5-6 in their last 11 games. Everyone predicted that these New York Knicks in the end of the year will, they might be good for a little bit in the beginning of the season, but their injuries in the beginning of the year with their old veteran team will really get to them towards the middle of the season and towards the end of the season. What do you think we should look forward to in the end of the year?
I think Mike Woodson has stated a few times that he's not going to overpush his veterans. He's not going to push them because he knows ultimately it's about playoffs, and ultimately they need their veterans to be healthy for the playoffs. So he's, hopefully or she will be back for the playoffs, and Felton will come back and not re-injure. And all the other Knicks will stay healthy. Guys like Prigioni, guys like Kurt Thomas, Marcus Camby, And if they stay healthy, I think the Knicks have a huge shot. I mean, they're only game and a half by Miami. I mean, Miami's not playing like the Thunder are. They're not 32-9 like Thunder. They're 26-12. Okay, and Melo's an MVP candidate still. I think coming off the All-Star break, I think the Knicks are going to start off huge.
I think the real problem was that they needed some rest, and they got some rest before that game in London. They really came out with a charge. They got some rest before that Nets game. It just maybe they just had to get into the swing of things with Iman Shumpert playing actually a good team in the Brooklyn Nets. Another question, we're going to go over to baseball now. How do you feel about the New York Mets picking up and bringing back left-hand relief pitcher Pedro Feliciano?
You know what? His tenure with the Yankees was not even really, you call it tenure. Yankees, pulled the trigger on him, tried again, it's hurt, but he's been he was always great for the Mets. I mean, the Yankees are not, they're not the kind of organization that, re-sign a guy like that, the guy who's coming off injury, and I think the Mets obviously need bullpen help.
Sorry to cut you off there, Ellie. This is our first video with AP Sports Productions here with Ellie Krause. Have a good day, Ellie.
See ya.
New York, let's work, 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 work.